What's going on, guys and girls? It's GhostRobo, and today we continue our Darksiders retrospective. I'm loving this so much. It's been a blast exploring these games. Hopefully, you've had fun as well. We're getting into some more Darksiders 1 goodness as we crawl ever closer to Fury and Darksiders 3. If you want to pre-order Darksiders 3, link in the description below. Go check it out. Today, I thought it'd be interesting to go back in time to the reviews from Darksiders 1 and see what people thought in 2010 about this game. We'll dive into some more gameplay after, but this was pretty fascinating. So back in the day, Darksiders 1 2010, releasing on PS3, Xbox 360, and PC initially, it received an 83 on Metacritic, which is a pretty good score for a new studio, a new franchise, a new game. I'm actually impressed. When I look back, I thought maybe it would have gotten the 7s or 8s, but actually it got an 83, and that's really good. So I pulled some of the bigger reviews and found some choice quotes that I think really help encompass the overarching experience of Darksiders 1 and what it meant to play that game when it first released. The first one is from Game Informer, and they say, all the familiar mechanics and designs are handled with care, almost making me think that the Zelda, Portal, and God of War teams were involved with Darksiders' creation. Pretty lofty applause there, saying that you feel like it could have been designed by makers of some of the best games of that era. From the complexity of the dungeon designs to the finesse of combat, Vigil shows us that it is capable of much more than imitation. It can twist decade-old ideas into new experiences and make every battle a sweat-inducing affair. These elements come together to create an engaging adventure that kept me in a state of wonder most of the way. Exploring the dungeons and solving their many riddles was the highlight. The combat system, although periodically bothered by camera tracking issues, controls admirably and offers depth in combos, weapon choice, and tactics. Very, very nice. Very well said. And yeah, it's super interesting to see as you progress through the entirety of the campaign how many elements they pull, but make feel original. It is not copying for the sake of trying to get by. It is inspired design that then is creating something wholly new, and that's why I think Darksiders evolved into a franchise and got an 83 initially and wasn't just a one and done. Let's go to Destructoid, who they say, the combat is a far more savory prospect. It starts off as little more than a button masher, but the simple combos and War's ability to switch between his sword and his sub-weapons on the fly soon make for a system that can be as shallow or deep as you like. Remember how we were talking about early on, you just have the Chaos Eater's sword, and it seems a little bit just like whap, 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 slap. Later on, you get plenty more, and it becomes pretty awesome. There's potential to drag enemies toward you with the Abyssal Chain, uppercut them with the sword, and then slice them with your scythe if that's how you want to play. If you prefer to fight from a distance with the Mercy Pistol or fling cars at your enemies, you can do that as well. Alternatively, if you're up for some simple hack and slash, then just mash the attack button until everything's dead. War also has access to various Wrath abilities. These are special moves bought from Vulgrim that require yellow souls to use. The powers include Blade Geyser, which summons a circle of swords out of the ground to attack whole groups. We've seen that one. Or Stone Skin, which raises War's defense and attack stats. There is also a Chaos Form, which is powered up with successful attacks and transforms War into a giant molten demon of destruction, as to be expected. And we got to witness that in the very opening moments before War got nerfed. All right, let's go to IGN. They were a little bit more critical of the game, but they still liked it a lot and said, throughout Darksiders, you'll see influences from other titles like Halo 3 as War grabs heavy, fantastical versions of Bungie's turret guns, Portal, and strangely enough, Panzer Dragoon. You get a horse named Ruin that War can ride around in larger spaces and swat at enemies with his sword, and the sprint mechanic is the same as Ocarina of Time, only it uses little energy pellets instead of carrots. You even get the equivalent of melt jars to store power-ups for use in the field. The good news is that the recycled mechanics are still fun to toy around with, particularly when fused with the combat system. Darksiders has, after all, the benefit of including elements of some of the best games ever made. And it's a new property with high production values, which is certainly something we all like to see. Its gameplay can't really be described as original, but the fact that the majority of its mechanics are already proven to work and implemented well means there's certainly entertainment to be had here. If anyone reading this has not played Ocarina of Time before, which you should, then you'll have a great time with this game. The introduction of new gear, challenges, and enemy types are set before you at a measured pace that keeps you hooked and piles more layers on the gameplay. Even so, some aspects don't hook together as snugly as I would have liked. Well, I will say that I think if you've played Ocarina of Time or you played Zelda, you got more enjoyment out of this because it was a cool riff on an established formula on a franchise that is insanely popular and now got a much more mature take. And it's not exactly one-for-one Zelda. It's not exactly going to be one-for-one Metroidvania when we experience Darksiders 3, but the influences are strong, and I think it's so cool that they found a completely different way to approach and implement those design philosophies and mechanics. We've got a couple more. This one from GameSpot, who says, though the world of Darksiders is one of decay and neglect following the premature apocalypse, it is still one of visual splendor. From the lush vegetation of the Drowned Pass to the barren desert of the Ashlands, a refreshingly bright and colorful palette is always on display. and then it gets even way more colorful as the franchise progresses. Varied and imaginative, the open world and dungeons look great, though there are some unfortunate graphical issues in the Xbox 360 version. Screen tearing is a huge problem that surfaces almost any time the camera is rotated, and it's bad enough to distract you even when you're just exploring. In addition, battles that get too big make the frame rate suffer, causing graphical slowdown. The PlayStation 3 version suffers neither of these issues, and obviously the War Mastered version that we're playing doesn't have those problems and looks great. Action in Darksiders is punctuated by an appropriately moody and atmospheric soundtrack, and the vocal cast does a good job bringing the characters to life, considering how meagerly they're fleshed out. Mark Hamill in particular seems to relish his role as the Watcher, a sadistic demon tasked with keeping an eye on war. As we mentioned, Mark Hamill doing a glorious job there, and even though they don't dive so deep into the backstories of the characters, as this review mentions, like, they're brought to life well and you are interested in them. We've got one more here, and that is from Eurogamer. They talk about the world and how it's a little bit dreary, but they say none of it is actually horrendous, however, because Darksiders is deliberately colorful and cartoon-like. They're also talking about the characters and some of the enemies that are monstrosities, but still endearing because of the art, which comes as no surprise given that the game's creative director is one Joe Madeira, better known as a comic book writer and artist of considerable merit. He and his colleagues deserve credit for the game's coherent, engaging aesthetic and the magnetic characters therein. Likewise, the narrative revelations in the final third and the crowd-pleasing finale are also pleasantly devoid of cliché. Darksiders may be a game where you win the ability to summon or dispense with a magical demon horse by pressing both bumpers, but it's a game built on a story rather than a scenario, with a vision that perhaps deserves the second installment the ending elegantly requests. And as we know, it got its second installment and it's about to get its third. I thought those reviews were really cool to sort of take us back in time and touch on a lot of different elements of Darksiders that I've hinted at and that you would experience if you played the entire game. Obviously, we're not going to go through from start to finish. We're going to go play more right now, but hopefully you got a kick out of that. I sure did, taking us way back to 2010 and what this game meant to the industry when it was first released. And we're back with War in the game. Darksiders 183 on Metacritic, the War Master Edition, right around the same level when it released a few years back. We now have the wings, and so we're going to dip a little bit further into this adventure, crossing chasms, flying up above, and beginning to assemble this incredible arsenal that my boy War will have. I wonder what the UI and like just how they're going to integrate like the whole leveling up system and everything from Darksiders 3. I've kind of tried to stay a little dark on some of the finer details because I want to be surprised by some of them. I've obviously watched the trailers as we talked about last time and kept abreast of what's going on and Fury and the integration of other characters. But I like UI is a big thing to me, and I think when done well it can be very cool, especially given the visual charm or visual flair, if you will. Charm is hard to say when you have hell demons spawning at every corner, but there can be a charm to gross, disgusting things, as that one review pointed out. You know, not everything is like horrifying because the art is so cool and because they find a way to make it look visually appealing and delicious, even if it's kind of disgusting all at the same time. And that's, you know, a testament to what they've got going on here. And I'm sure Gunfire will be able to do the same once we explore Fury's feast of fun colors. Ooh, that's a nasty one, dude. Talk about gross stuff, man. Jump over that. That's like a pile of heads or something. What the heck, man? Where am I going? We're gonna go up onto the ceiling, it looks like, and start doing some monkey bar crawling. This dude has incredible strength and probably a lot of gunk under his fingernails. I can only imagine. It's a very pretty sight. Not sure that we can break it. We can't. So away we go. Hey guys, what's up? Some more demonic spawn here to mess with, and we'll finish them with a finisher, popping us to just shy. Oh wow, that's me toasting War. Toasted War. It's a 1339 on the menu. Would you like one? Medium well? Okay, gotcha. Forgot we have our glidey wings, and we probably should use them. Double jump and hold to glide around through. Where are you guys gonna play Darksiders 3? What platform? Probably, I mean, I love PS4, so probably going to be PS4 for me. It was interesting to note that Darksiders 1 did perform a lot better on PS3 than Xbox 360 back in the day. Welcome to the Choking Grounds. I remember this place very, very well. It's sort of one of the first, you know, very unique locations that you're sent to outside of the city after you make your way past Samuel's first encounter. And yeah, you can hold on to these guys and say goodnight, stabbing them upright, and also crush some tombstones. We're making our way to a big batty bat. As you may remember from last time, we need hearts. That's what we need in order to progress and to try to make moves on the Destroyer. Now, we won't obviously get to the Destroyer today. We will say hello to Vulcan once more.
On your journey, you may come into possession of certain items that are of particular interest to me. Artifacts of the Fallen Legion. If you discover any Legion artifacts, bring them to me. I will make it worth your while.
Sounds like a plan, buddy. Legion artifacts. And here you can get all sorts of new stuff. I only have 397 souls, so not working so hot. But I can get a scythe. I can get a harvester. That's Death's legendary scythe, by the way. Very cool. We can take blade geyser up. Stone skin that we just talked about. That's so cool. I'm glad we... I'm glad we did a little history lesson there. Already paying dividends. Alright, so some new demons coming out of the ground this time. These guys were sleeping, but they don't want to do that anymore now that war is here to play. And it is a very murky, swamp-like area. There's still some cars, because remember, the vestiges of humanity still say hello, even though it's been 100 years since everything went to heck. We had meteor storms and all sorts of madness unleash itself upon the poor Earth. And it's cool to think of like all the different call-outs that this game reminded people of, and all the different elements that it packed in. I'd be really curious to see, like, given that it's been 18 years since Darksiders 1, which is crazy. I feel so freaking old. 18 years. What influences does Darksiders 3 take? Obviously, it'll be influenced by Darksiders 1 and 2, but are there any games between 2010 or... So it's been 8 years since Darksiders. So it's been 8 years since Darksiders 1. So I'll be super curious to see, like, obviously Darksiders 3 will be influenced by Darksiders 1 and Darksiders 2. But are there any games that have come out between 2010 and 2018 that also influence the new one? Since this was so heavily inspired by other titles, and they were able to take elements from games and kind of flip them on their head and make them feel familiar but also fresh. What will Darksiders 3 do in that regard? Very, very exciting prospects. Alright, finish these fools off, get the finishers because they're fun. Remember, we're starting off with this blade, but I would love to get the other weapons, so it's a bit of a ways away, but eventually you do have quite the arsenal and can do a whole lot more combo-wise. You know, some people like to, I remember when the game came out, like turning up the difficulty to try to provide an even greater challenge if you want the combat to be something that really requires a whole lot of specific, you know, skill. I always play games on normal because I feel like that's how the developers and the designers wanted me to play the game, so I don't really ever mess with that. But like my brother's someone who, like, he tries to tweak the difficulty to get to a level where he feels challenged at every corner. And obviously, you know, there's certain games that do challenge me, of course, but and there are challenging elements of Darksiders, obviously, even on normal. But I always prefer to leave things at the default difficulty because, like, it's like what they think is normal. All right, a Wrath Shard is gonna help increase our maximum Wrath. We finally have 2 chunks of Wrath. I haven't had that for a long time to utilize a lot of blades. That looks like something we're gonna have to eventually pop off. For now, though, I don't think we can do a whole lot here, so we'll head for the exit and try to continue towards our nice yellow marker. The globe of light, an otherwise dark and dreary world, says hello. I think it's interesting that they were like, hey, there's a lot of really cool colors in this game, and there are some. It's not just a complete brown palette, but man, Darksiders 3 pushes that to a max. All right, can we move ya? Hey, buddy, move yourself.
I have come for the Destroyer. My brother spoke of your coming, but a powerful curse holds me now. I cannot help you.
Shoot.
Any curse can be broken. Yes, perhaps. These servants of the Destroyer walk unseen within the realm of shadow. My By their blood we are bound. By their blood shall we be free. I can no longer move within the Shadow Realm. Much of my power has left me. You need not enter it. I will grant you the power to see into the accursed realm for a time.
Okay.
But to what end? What hope have we now against the Destroyer's foul sorcery? Hope will not bring you freedom.
Oh, he's spitting on me. Give me a new sneaky power. I wonder how bad that smelled. Thank you very much.
Find where these shadow lurkers hide and kill them all. It can't be that hard to find.
Thank you so much, Watcher, aka Mark Hamill. We now have a limited time access into the Shadow Realm. And we're gonna go crush what we find. I love that dude's big, deep voice. Alright. What we've got over here. Something demonic. And, oh yeah, this is the part of the show where you get sucked in and have to complete these challenges. They're like combat challenges early on to sort of test your skills from the beginning, see if you're on track to be one of the horsemen like they need you to be. Not only a demonic eye to lock us in, but, you know, some giant metal spikes in case that eye wasn't terrifying enough and didn't let you know that you probably shouldn't leave. Alright, speed brawl. Defeat 40 enemies within the time limit. Cool. Throwing a little bit of arena action at us. Brouhaha time. Can we brawl? Can we melee? Can we be the ultimate? I do have my abilities, as you probably can see. If I want to use some Wrath, but I'm going to try to save that Wrath for a bigger battle, just because Wrath has been hard to come by in parts. And we've got 2 minutes to finish them. We're already at 16. And is there even 40 in this room, or are they going to drop more in? Maybe there are. We're at 20 kills right there. Still have 2.5 minutes. Oh yeah, they're going to spawn in more dudes and some bigger, badder dudes to add a little extra oomph to this challenge. We were talking about difficulty, and they're like, hey, you think this is going to be a cinch? Think again. Alright, so now I'm going to have to kill bigger creatures. So getting to 40 just became a lot more daunting, knowing that it's not just going to be fodder, and we got to stick with it. Alright. Even if we start off with limited weaponry, I still find the combat super fun and rewarding because it's got such a good weight to it. I hope that even though Fury is a more lithe character and combatant, and the whip is going to be, I'm sure, a lot quicker, I hope that they're able to still add weight and make things feel like, ooh, you really are getting in and like laying the beat down on. Alright, got a minute 41. I thought we'd get through this a lot quicker, just because I expected 40 fodder enemies, but we'll be okay. We still got four left, and they're all on screen now, actually. We could probably use our Wrath powers if we wanted to here. Ow, that was a little damage from behind. Good dodge, though. Really want to finish up this big guy. Get him? Yeah, that's going to be an explosion. Yeah, and he damages his friends, and we get a bunch of Wrath, a little bit of health. Probably could have justified using one Wrath attack here, but hey, I wanted to feel perfect, and we beat it with more than a minute to spare. Oh, okay, there we go, 40. The speed brawl is mine. I am victorious, so glorious, and this eyeball can suck it. Get out of here. You wanna be Sauron? There we go. Ugh. Get out of here, evil eye. Alright, we're gonna heal up and Wrath up. Okay, well, now I really could have used that Wrath. Didn't realize we were gonna get so much. But that's okay. We're all full and ready for the next challenge. Looks like there's 3 more. That one has been sealed and sent back to the domain where it belongs. We'll work our way over to number 2. I wish that these wings were a little quicker. Eventually, as one of the reviews mentioned, you do get your horse, and that helps it travel a lot. Also makes it feel a little bit like Epona, who I always called Epona, but everybody seems to say Epona, so that's what we'll go with here. All right, over the cursed wall, we will find another challenge, the opposite of divine. Stick the sword in and suck us down. What do we got? Something coming out of the wall over there. What is that? I'm gonna use my rat this time. I don't care. Alright, big evil eye. Up come the spikes. Double deterrent. Double trouble. There's way more than double trouble if that speed brawl was any indicator of what's to come. This one is gonna be the Venomous. Kill 50 enemies before war's infected health depletes. Bonus old. Okay, great. We have been poisoned, and they're gonna put us down if we don't kill 50. Not so nice. It's just oozing everywhere. I think it's unavoidable. Okay. Yep, my health is, I'm just in trouble wherever I go. It's not a case of, you know, hey, I can stay away. I just, yeah. I'm gonna save my Blade Geyser, though, for a better bunch of enemies. I'm assuming similar to last time, after we get through about 25, they're gonna start bringing in some of the big guns. So that's a quick 20. We killed those real fast this time. Yep, and now we got some other enemies coming in. Luckily, I've got full health, so this shouldn't be too tricky. Nice, that's good, good. Get some finishers there. Almost halfway home, and there's health, strewn about the environments. That's gonna make this, maybe we should turn up the difficulty. They're trying to tell me that I can't handle this on my own. I think I could, I don't know, we'll see, but I think I could get through 50 without using any of the extra health. We'll try it briefly. You know, if we take damage, we're gonna need to go grab it. I'm not gonna get silly with it. But we got a bar and a half, and we're already through, you know, we're already through 30 of the enemies. 50 is, you know, a little more than last time, but we should still be okay. And I do have my Blade Geyser attacks. If they're gonna bring out some of the big guns, there we go. Get some kills there. That's 33, and make it 34. And I've got another Blade Geyser queued up for this this fine crew here. There we go. Nicely done. Putting those guys to bed. We're at 37. 13 kills to go. Can we get it? If we get some nice finishers, I think we can. It's 38. They're gonna bring in the big exploders. Any extra health is going to be bonus points, but I like my own custom-made challenge a little bit better, trying to see if we can outlast the Venom without needing the extra treasure chest. I feel like that's something that that War would really do. Be like, I am one of the horsemen, and I am not going to just sit here and let you baby me, pamper me with extra health. We're at 42 kills. We're at 43 kills, and I still have a full bar left. I don't have Rapid Attack yet, otherwise I would totally use it there. It would have been great to get 3 quick kills, but we eviscerate there, and it looks like I powered up. Okay, cool. Maybe I'm going to need my health. Let's see. Thankfully, don't take damage from that. Gosh, do I have it yet? Dang, another kill there. Wow, okay, there we go. Blade Geyser on this boy. Do I need to kill him? I don't even know. I'm down. Okay, hey, stop getting so wild and, okay. Maybe I should. I said I would if I needed it. Do I need it? That's 48. Oh, and I'm gonna have to finish these guys off. This is the kill I need. Oh god. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. You can crush my health as much as you want. Oh, fine. I thought I was getting a finisher, but that's extra health. It's all right. It's all good. We're gonna win the challenge. We almost made it without it. I probably could have, avoiding the big dude. If I had known that I didn't have to kill him, we get our 50. Still successful. Still feel pretty proud of that. Everyone gets sucked into the flames, and we win the day. All right, let's go pop the eyeball and push onward to another challenge. All right, away we go. Crush the eye. Thanks, Watcher. We get to fill up on Wrath. Does this take us all the way to 2 bars? It does. That's sweet. All right, cool. And the health is all the way full. We'll have to get more of those war cores or whatever they're called. Let's go do another challenge. Can open up the map and see, hey, one back in the corner over here. Everything's a little bit, I'd say sepia, but it's more like red and orange than it is brown, as this world has been unveiled to us, this spirit realm. You see these speed challenges. And down War goes. Elevator. Down button, please. We've got 2 weirdo things on the walls. I'm not sure what that indicates. Is it a 2 times difficulty? Yeah. There's 2 of those, too. Eyes and spikes. Spikes and eyes. Spikes and eyes. It's my new ice cream place. What do you got going on for me today? The Gory End. Kill 30 enemies using only wars, instant kill attacks. And, oh, wow. Insta-kill anytime on small or weaker. Okay. So we got to get insta-kills on as much as we can. And it's going to start off with ones that allow for all the insta-kills without any work. So this will be nice. 30 insta-kills in 4 minutes. Okay, that's going to be plenty possible. These guys, we're just going to skip to my loo and almost like monkey bar style move from one to the other. That's a quick 4. Looks like we're going to get 5 and 6. Kind of wish that there were some ground enemies that we could do this to. But it looks like they're going to keep us airborne for a little while. I like that we're just staying airborne, though. That's pretty fun. Utilizing our double jump to hit that. Okay, these fodder can also be killed in this. Oh, I'm a high flyer. That's a nice trophy. Good acquisition there. These guys are also fodder, I think. Hey. No, I do have to knock into these dudes and stun them a little bit. You're stunned. I can't insta-kill? I can't. What the heck? It won't let me. Okay, what the heck? Are these guys actually tough? I don't know. I thought these were like little guys that I could just single shot, but nope. They're going to require us to do some beatdown. And that takes me to 9, 10, third of the way there. Feeling good. Crested into the next wave of enemies. Okay, some more. Wow, is that a bigger one? That's a bigger one. Oh, no, it's not. Still a single slicer. Alright, sounds good. And another single slicer. Almost halfway home. Got some big boys that are going to require a little bit. Let's, I think that kills everyone instantly. Kind of not what I want. Kind of defeating the purpose of this challenge. So, okay. Probably shouldn't do that. But there we go. There's the halfway mark that we've been hoping for. Hey! Oh god, I gotta go. Wow, I gotta get to the air. I guess you can use your wrap also to clear out if you're just in trouble and need to, you know, make some room. Start dashing. This is definitely the trickiest challenge yet, just because there's the most requirements, and you got to get up close, and it's not just about running and killing. Like, you have to make sure you're dealing damage in a very specific way. You don't want to use the wrath attacks. Doesn't seem like there's any extra health, though, so we'll have to be careful. Doing a good job. Get out of here. Little carry me home. I'm not going to let that happen. No, no, no. He does give us some health, though, which, okay, big boy is here. And we can't get a finisher on him. I don't really want to, necessarily, just because he's annoying and really big. But it might be part of the package. We'll have to see. We're at 23. That's nice. Okay. Oh, hey, I'm going to take you, freebie. 24. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Let's go get him for 25. We'll suck the life out of the silly ones first. Alright, cool. I kind of wish that my blade guys would not... Oh, wow. This is getting gnarly. There's 26. Does anyone even say gnarly anymore? Or is that more of a 2010 word? Darksiders launch vocabulary. Alright, 28. God, these guys are tough. We're getting a lot of them, and I gotta make sure I manage my health. But we're not gonna have to kill. We'll be okay. That's gonna be the finisher, and everyone else gets sucked into the earth. See you later, big blue beasts. I beat your challenge. I beat your feast. And I'm ready for the eyeball to unlock. Wah, ha, ha, ha. What do you got to say for me, Watcher?
Can we do it again?
Alright, I've got full wrath, so that's okay. But we will take the health points as we hit the highway once more. And I think that'll bring us to a close for Darksiders 1. A lot of good gameplay over the last few videos. A lot of good lore. A lot of good look at what made this game shine and what still keeps the War Mastered version, honestly, pretty darn fun. From here, though, we get to trapeze. Walk the tightrope from 1 to 2, and I really like Death's Journey. So we'll start Darksiders 2 next time as we continue our quest towards Fury and Darksiders 3. We're getting close, guys and girls. I'm getting more and more pumped. I like this game a lot. It's got a lot of elements that hold up well. And now we're going to see if another game in the series, the sequel, can be put through the same paces and come out with the same shining grade. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching and being a part of this series. Hope you guys are having a blast. If you are, hit that like button. Go check out Darksiders 3. Link in the description below. Big thanks, as always, to Gunfire Games and THQ Nordic for making this whole retrospective possible. We push forward next time. Until then, that's Darksiders 1. That's War. We'll be back, but now it's Death's time to shine. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Drink so much chocolate, and we will see you all later.